Welcome to the summer edition of addHR Vision. In today's programme, we're focusing on the pensions auto-enrolment scheme. By now, many smaller employers will have received their staging date, but are still unclear as to their responsibilities on this. If you're a business and have even one member of staff, and that employee meets the age and earnings threshold, you will have to automatically enrol them into a pension scheme. So in essence, that is anyone who earns more than £10,000 a year and is aged between 22 and the state pension age. Our pensions fact sheet can be found on the addHR website, which shows the age and earnings threshold and whether pensions will or won't apply to the various categories. A key question often asked is whether someone is an employee or not, and quite simply, if you pay their wages and make their NI contributions, then yes, they are an employee and you'll therefore have to put a pension scheme in place for them. Of note, however, is that if you're a director of a company and use freelance staff, i.e. not direct employees, then you won't have to automatically enrol. Pensions contributions will still apply if an employee is on paid leave, for example maternity or sick leave, and also when an employee leaves the company, their workplace pension still belongs to them. So, how do you set up a workplace pension scheme? You need to appoint a contact person and inform the pensions regulator. You need to choose a scheme, either by finding one yourself, using a pensions advisor, or using an existing scheme if you have one. You can also consider using the government's Nest scheme. You'll then need to assess the staff you want to put on the scheme. This falls into two categories. Type 1, those that must go on the scheme, and Type 2, those that don't need to go on the scheme, which is age and salary dependent. You need to think about contributions. The minimum a company can put in to start with is 1%, and it'll rise to 3%. The minimum an employee can put in is 2%, and it'll rise to 5%. You also need to think about who's going to run a scheme. You can do this either in-house or through a monthly charge to a scheme provider. Within 6 weeks from your staging date, you must write to the staff advising that they will be enrolled into a pension scheme. Within 5 months of your staging date, you have to complete an online declaration to confirm that you're compliant, which is accessed through the Government Gateway portal. Those that don't comply will be subject to a penalty notice, and, just a word of caution, the CIPD are predicting that the penalty for small and micro businesses could amount to a total of 22 million. If you want to talk more specifically, then please contact addHR where we can assist you further with the next steps. Well, I hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you next time for another addHR Vision.